The sky back then seemed like it stretched to amazing distances. But right now, the sky above me, so low, narrow, and heavy. There's a demon lurking in Tokyo.
Words rang in Meiko's head as she struggled to keep up with the fast-paced city life. Her day job as an office worker pays well, despite having to put up with toxic colleagues and a toxic supervisor. Feeling burnt out after a bad day at work, Meiko decided on a whim to quit her job. Meiko, who seemed to be done with her usual lifestyle, has decided to go on a journey to find her true calling. And thus began the story of Soranin, a tale of lost souls finding their true purpose in life. Soranin is just one of many works created by Inio Asano, another notable one being Goodnight Punpun, which absolutely scarred me. Inio Asano is known for making stories that always hits home. From the mundane things in our lives to the darkest thoughts in our minds, it doesn't shy away in discussing serious topics. And suddenly, what the fuck is this? Here's Meiko enjoying her newfound freedom. Finally free from her suffocating job, she ponders about what she wants to do. She thinks and thinks and thinks, and realizes that freedom without any purpose feels a whole lot like boredom. Like a boat in the middle of a river, it just drifts with the water and goes wherever it flows. Meiko is free, but without a paddle to control her boat, where could the river of life possibly take her? And here's Taneda, Meiko's boyfriend, live-in partner, and an aspiring musician. Working part-time as an illustrator for an adult magazine, he does side gigs in a band along with his friends, all to keep his dream of performing at Japan's biggest stage alive. And by the sound of it, things had been all but easy for him. And now with Meiko quitting her job, his part-time work will not be enough to sustain them, putting the two in a very tight spot. There's a point in our childhood where we got to think what we want to become in the future. Maybe you wanted to become a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, or a teacher. But actually deciding to make those dreams come true is a long journey to get there. A journey so hard and tiring, and it's understandable, yet sad to hear that some people stop halfway and give their dreams up on their own accord. It's not easy, and Taneda knows it. For Meiko, it's a question of what she really wanted to do and where she wanted to go with it. While for Taneda, it's a question of whether he can really pursue his dream given their current situation. It's in these tough times that the two starts to grow together, both as couple and as individuals, as they find their way through the curveballs that life throws on them. It's also in these moments that I heavily related to these characters. Even if they're only fictional characters on paper, I get it. Their personalities speak to me so much that I end up rooting for them. For Meiko to finally find meaning in her life, and for Taneda to pursue his dream of becoming a musician. After the first few chapters, I always hoped that by the end of the story, Meiko and Taneda would have sort of a happy ending, where they finally found their true calling and are now enjoying their newfound purpose. However, life can oftentimes be harsh and ruthless. For a manga that was published back in 2005, Solanin's theme of finding meaning and purpose in our own lives remains relevant, and especially so in today's age. With so many things happening in the world all at once, it's hard to keep up with the others and not get lost and swept away amidst the chaos. In a world full of uncertainty, who am I? What do I want to do? As a young adult, there were times where I have questioned this myself. For the past 18 years of my life, these questions have largely remained unanswered. I was lost, I didn't know what I'm doing, I didn't know who I am. As I read this manga, I was reminded of those thoughts. And while I may have not found a complete answer to those questions yet, I'll continue to ride this boat with a trusty paddle in hand and see where the river of life's current takes me to. There was a demon lurking in Tokyo. Meiko always believed that this demon caused her recurring thoughts of purposelessness, but never did she knew that this demon would spark a series of events that would bring the change that she wanted in her life. And maybe this manga can also spark that change that you wanted in your life too. Help you find the answer to those questions that I have asked myself, and find your own purpose, just like Meiko and Taneda did.